so much for taking the time to watch this video. I'm Forrest Blake, the Vice President of the Tenant Consulting Group here in Los Angeles for NAI Capital. What we're talking about in this video is commercial lease total rent exposure, and this is part 3 of a series. In our last video, we focused on the impact of property tax increases on your total occupancy costs. Let's now look at parking spaces and after-hour air conditioning. Parking. A typical ratio is 3 parking spaces per every 1,000 square feet of office space. For example, if you have 10,000 square feet, you probably have 30 employees who need parking. The landlord will shield themselves for increases in the operating costs to run that parking garage by passing those expenses onto the tenant. However, a bad run parking operation without limits on the cost of increases can result in expenses quickly adding up for the tenant. In the example of a 10,000 square foot space, the tenant could be charged an extra $62,000 over 5 years. Part of my team's initial proposal for every building is to set parking cost increases to a fixed annual percentage. If the landlord refuses, we look to cap the increases. When the increase limits are turned down, we consider another option. Let's talk about after-hours air conditioning. When tenants need to work late on weekends, after normal business hours, the landlords impose a surcharge. If not understood, this could kill a tenant's budgets, with charges ranging from $50 to $500 per hour. Many professional services firms get hit with this surprise during busy times. This is why my team anticipates these changes and charges and works to protect the tenant. Next is triple net or modified gross. It is important to understand these 2 types of leases. Triple net charges all the operating expenses directly to the tenant. Meanwhile, a modified gross lease gives a tenant a base year for operating expenses plus utilities and janitorial services. In summary, you need to know what your effective rent will be so you can negotiate and budget accordingly. Thank you so much for watching this video.